What's up guys, Dr. Gabe here with I Am Impact, and today, special Sunday, happy Easter by the way, I'm going to show you guys a quick demo of how I do juicing and smoothies with myself and with Rowan in the morning. So, real quick you guys, like we talked about on the last episode, episode 2, I do all my prep work on Sunday, so I cut everything up, okay, so I've got green apples, I've got carrots, I've got a mixture of kale, leafy greens here, parsley and cilantro is already cut up. What else? Always got my spinach in a separate container. Just everything's ready to go. So like in the morning, again, no excuses. Just put in whatever I need and I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna talk to you guys about some of the supplements I use in the morning too, with myself and with Rowan. But let me just give you a quick demo. First of all, I think part of the reason why people don't like to juice or don't have a taste for this stuff is because a lot of the greens just don't taste very good. So solve that problem first using carrots and organic green apples. Take that bite out of anything that doesn't have such a good taste, like most of your greens. Okay, the other thing I always use in every single one of my juices is a lime and a lemon, okay, or one of the two. Because summer's coming up, I really like to use avocado. Avocado is a great way to get your avocado in there without having to taste it if you don't like avocado. Cucumber, again, nice, spring, summertime drink. So for my first drink that I do, I like to start Monday out with like the green, the healthiest one of the week. So I will use a handful of my kale, okay? I use a handful of my carrots. Cool. I use a handful, about a half apple of my greens, and then I'll just mix around, you guys. Sometimes I'll use a little bit of wheatgrass in there. I like to use parsley and cilantro quite a bit because it's good for the liver detox. And then I will always add in ginger. Another one that's not here that I use a lot is turmeric root, so that's very good anti-inflammatory nutrients. But what I'll do is I'll just mix around with those ingredients and play around with it. But it's really simple, you guys. Every day is pretty much the same base with carrots and apples, and then I'll probably use a half a beet on one of those days. And that's about it. It doesn't take long. I'll show you guys the process here in a minute. Before I do that, let me show you what I do for Rowan. Rowan is super simple. So, what I'm trying to accomplish is, okay, what are our kids not going to want to eat? And so, although Rowan's a really good eater, she's gonna have her picky days. So, to make sure she gets all the healthy greens in her body, I give her a product called Nano Greens. Also has a probiotic in it, which is really nice. But this is gonna give her all organic veggies, greens, all your seaweeds, which, if you guys have questions about any of these ingredients, just comment in the section below and I will explain it to you. The other thing I use for her is frozen berries. So here we have organic blueberries. You can get mixed berries, whatever you want. I will switch it out for her so she is always happy, but pineapple is another good ingredient. I do about a quarter almond milk for her, vanilla almond milk, unsweetened vanilla, so soy-free of course. She loves that. And then every once in a while, I'll give her half a banana. That's really about it. So why don't we do this? I'll show you guys how I make it. We'll go through the process real quick, and that's it. And I'm just gonna show you guys real quick. First thing is my leafy greens, so a handful of kale. You can do spinach. Just shove it right down there. Always put something that has some juice in after it. So like carrots are gonna be a good thing to kind of pump that juice out. And then my apples, about a half an apple here. I'm gonna use a little wheatgrass. And of course this is already cut up originally, but I will use a half a lemon. Sometimes I'll do a full lemon. And I will do a little bit of lime in this one too. That takes all the bite out of it, guys. A little ginger. I like ginger, guys, so I use about that much, but if you guys, ginger, it has a spice to it, so if you don't like ginger, use less than that. There we go. Add a little bit more carrots. It all depends on how many people you're making it for. We'll add a lime real quick, half a lime. Woo. Make sure you use a knife that's sharp, that always helps. There we go, half a lime. And we'll just let this thing do its work. All right guys, easy peasy, we're all set here. So the juice that I made was, again, we always do our green, right? So whether that, pick your green, kale, spinach, it doesn't matter. I use cilantro and parsley, again, really good for the liver. Always use carrot and green apple as a base, gives a nice sweet taste. Lemon, lime, those things work really well. I always add in a ginger or turmeric root, something like that. Wheatgrass works fine too, but delicious. Let me get into our smoothies, right? Because I know that some of you guys don't juice, although let me just talk about our juicer real quick. People ask me what kind of juicer I have. I don't have a really, a favorite brand or anything. I just want to make sure it's slow massification, so I get the most enzymes and nutrients out of my juice. So that means it's slow. It's not that fast, producing a lot of heat sort of machine. So the Omega works really well. You don't have to break the bank account to get a juicer that works for you, so don't worry about that. All right, smoothies. With Rowan, you guys, she will drink juice, but I use a magic bullet. You can use a Vitamix, whatever you want, any sort of blender. And here's kind of my rules with Rowan, is I want to make sure that she eats her greens for the day. So again, I'm going to use a scoop of greens. I use nano greens, it works really well. I want to make sure she has a really healthy fat. So I will use a scoop of the extra virgin coconut oil in there. Sometimes I will put a little bit of protein in her smoothie as well. For myself, I'm doing the same exact thing, you guys. I just add a little bit more. And then of course I use her frozen berries, mixed berries, blueberries, pineapple, whatever you guys want. A little bit of coconut milk, almond milk, unsweetened. The rest is going to be water. Put a couple ice cubes in there, blend it up, and you're ready to go. For myself, something that I do every single day, even when I do juice, you guys, is I'm using, again, another anti-inflammatory, so turmeric, bone broth, Dr. Josh Axe product. The bone broth protein I use as well. I really do those about at least 2 times a day, you guys, because I understand, like, I'm over adjusting people all day long. I'm working out, and so there's a lot of physical stress on my body, and so I'm doing everything I can to practice healthy joint health, and that's it. So with Rowan, again, nano greens. I'll do some spinach with her. I will do my fat, my mixed berries, almond milk. That's about it. Cool. Hey, keep this in mind, guys, too, that if you just start feeding your kids like that healthy fat and give them all the nutrients they need, brain health is better. Their behavior becomes better, right? They're just like higher functioning kids. They're connected to the world instead of like that disconnected kid that you see. All right, I'll show you guys how to make this right now. Always give Rowan a G glass. Of course, that's for Gabe. That's not a big deal. You don't have to do that. You guys, just on my thought process about this whole thing. Again, we're trying to make a 1% difference, each and every day with the people that are following here. So think about it this way, you guys. The typical American eats about 3 meals per day. And in the morning, Rachel and I don't do like a ton of solids for breakfast, okay? And so this is kind of my meal replacement. I do a big shake every morning. And of course, I'll switch it up. I didn't add this stuff in, but I'm always going to add healthy fat, whether I do a juice or a smoothie. So I add, virgin coconut oil, a big scoop of that. Some days I will do, my perfect food. This is from Josh Rubin, Garden of Life. It gets your spirulina, your chlorella in there. I will also use a product by Dr. Josh Axe. This is my bone broth protein. I get the vanilla flavor. There's plenty of flavors on there, but it's really tasty. And then also I like to use my turmeric bone broth as well. So this is an anti-inflammatory thing. I do these things every single day, you guys, but you know what? Again, the goal is to start somewhere. So just whatever you guys can do to start is fine. And if you just change your breakfast, think about this. We eat 3 meals a day. If you just start changing your breakfast, get a lot of the carbs out of there, add more fat through your smoothies and your veggies, and you're actually going to change 33% of your diet from the get-go, okay? And so it's going to take time. A lot of you guys will, it's tough. You're going to detox for the first week or so of doing it, but really try to make this breakfast like the most fat nutrient. The biggest nutrients will be fat, and then your anti-inflammatory ingredients. And if you do that, man, you're making a huge difference. Guys, we're all set here, so let's recap. I got my smoothie. We did Rowan's smoothie. The best thing about using like a magic bullet, you guys, unscrew the cap and it's ready to go. Don't have to waste an extra glass. What do we got to say? Thanks for watching, you guys. We have a brand new episode coming next Friday at 5 p.m. We also have an Instagram page, so just look in the section below. You guys will see the link for that. And then please leave all your comments, all the questions you have. If there's an ingredient question, what do you guys have? Just leave it. We'll answer you guys. Rachel and I will respond to every single one of you guys. Follow, love, and share. Love you guys. We'll see you next time.
La 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 la.